Hey, about a year ago I made a video about the Jackson Js22 Satin Black review, and I decided that I wanted to do a update video on some updates that I've made, of course, onto the guitar. And anyways, the long-awaited 8 subscribers that I have, or I guess they are the ones who are awaiting my video, I suppose. Cheers to you. You guys deserve this, and well, I need more subscribers. Anyways, going into the guitar, as far as aesthetics are concerned, I switched out some of the black hardware into chrome. As you can see, I got new machine heads. I'll talk about that more later. The nut. I was going to do a sustain test like I did in the other video, but unfortunately the nut is the exact same. And I had some eBay troubles this time with a couple of sellers because I bought so many different parts and all that, and they're not from the same company, but I guess it just happened to be coincidence. Anyways, so I've had a little bit of trouble with that, and a couple of other things, and yeah. So the pickups I got from Guitar Heads, Alinco Supreme PAFs, or PAFs. The push-pull knob I got from Boren's push-pull, audio business or whatever. Capacitor, instead of the polyfilm .00 or 022 UF, I got a 6800 picofarad paper and oil Russian capacitor. Shielding, I didn't manage to get the shielding. And machine heads, I traded up from a Jackson Stat Metal to Schaller locking machine heads, and I guess on top of everything else I got some Schaller strap locks as well. So yeah. Anyways, now going on to the things I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to make tests very similar to the other video, but not exactly the same, and the reason being is because there's not really a need to do the exact same test, because, well, as much as I want to be very consistent, it seems as though that's not going to be the case, because there's a couple of things that are going to change up here and there. The fact that I have new everything pretty much is going to change the sound and the quality and all that, so it's going to be kind of, I'll try to see how this guitar is changed, not the guitar that I had prior, which they are the same guitar, but they're different in performance. Okay, now one aspect of how they're different in performance is this is now a better sounding guitar for clean rather than it is dirty. It is actually a little bit muddier than the Jackson pickups, but it traded up for a much better clean sound. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Anyways, so let's begin. Oh yeah. Before I perform all of these tests, I always play on the bridge in these videos, and the only reason why is because, well, I want to keep at least some level of consistency, but I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment, but yeah. So, let's begin. And as I said, last time, some things were meant to accommodate the clean, another thing was meant to accommodate the dirty channel, and the riffing type stuff that I played in the middle in between those two things was meant to do both. So let's try it on the dirty channel. Yeah. Anyways, now going on to back to the clean channel. We're going to talk about the capacitor. In the last test, I decided to use swells, and I'm going to do that again. I think that was the best way to perform, or to test out how the capacitor sounds and how it jumps, because it seems as though the stock capacitor jumped a lot as far as the depth and the brightness of the tone. So we're going to see whether or not this does that, and I don't think so, because I decided to get this capacitor for a specific reason, because it seems as though it's much more subtle as far as its transitioning from a darker tone to a brighter tone. Anyways, so let's go. We're going to start with a very big swell, and then we're going to start going in succession afterwards. So now let's go in succession. Back all the way to where we began. Anyways, okay, so now that being said and that being done, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my favorite sort of setting for this this guitar as far as its clean sound, because I said it's probably not as good for its dirty channel anymore, and I know that many people who buy Jacksons probably want to trade them up for like EMGs, 81s and 85s, but I wanted to see whether or not I could get this guitar to have a different personality, and it definitely does. And you know, the finish aside, or all that was because I was doing a cosplay. Anyways, so let's try it with the sound that I do like, and hopefully you could hear or agree with what I'm saying here. Now that one was with the push-pull up and it on the middle position, and the reason why I decided to do that, or the pickup selector in the middle position, I'm sorry, not the middle position, it was, yeah, middle position, sorry. Anyways, the reason why I decided to do that was because, you know, I wanted to show you how the guitar performs differently, and also, if you notice, there's a big difference between the volumes when you pull it up and when you push it down. And I think the reason is because these pickups probably don't provide the greatest amount of output, so you're cutting the power in half essentially, since you're using one coil out of the both, and that's what happens. Well, that's what I'm assuming happens. So all that said, I guess it's about time that you guys let me know what you want to see, let me know what you want me to do. As I said, I got better equipment now for recording and video editing, so I could do that kind of stuff anytime. Hopefully you could leave that in the comments. Love you guys. 8 subscribers. So take care, and until next time.